Why are you the way that you are in relationships? Why do you form bonds that last or chase people away? Why do you detach when others need you or cling to others for your emotional health? How does this happen? And how can you ensure that you are your best self in your relationships? I'm licensed therapist Jonathan Decker, and today we're going to be talking about attachment theory and how it explains both healthy and problematic behaviors for adults in their relationships. Attachment theory sprang from the mind of British psychoanalyst John Bowlby, who found that children who felt connected to and that they could rely on their parents generally had a strong sense of self. They could explore the world, learn new things, make new friends, and be on their own without major distress. Children who felt disconnected from their parents and that they could not rely on them often showed signs of neediness, fearfulness, and insecurity. Bowlby's colleague, Mary Ainsworth, found that there were three major attachment styles: secure, anxious, and avoidant. Secure children had affectionate, available parents and generally grew into confident, well-adjusted adults with healthy relationships. Anxious children had parents who were inconsistent, sometimes affectionate and available, sometimes detached and harsh. These children often grew up to be clingy and desperate in their relationships and struggled with self-esteem. Avoidant children had parents who were consistently detached, critical, and unavailable. These children learned to soothe themselves, to silence their emotions, and to withdraw from others. In adulthood, they tended to form non-committal sexual relationships and to struggle with forming any lasting or meaningful attachments. Later research uncovered a fourth attachment style: disorganized. These children were often raised by chaotic, unstable parents who were at times terrifyingly abusive, then sorry for their behavior and affectionate. These children both feared and loved their parents, growing up to display similarly chaotic behavior in their own relationships as they lashed out towards others, then hated themselves for doing so. Of course, these attachment styles aren't set in stone, nor are they wholly determined by your relationship with your childhood caregiver. There are countless cases of insecurely attached individuals growing into secure attachment through self-reflection, healthy connections, education, and therapy. There are also numerous cases of securely attached individuals transitioning into anxious, avoidant, or disorganized styles due to unhealthy, manipulative, neglectful, or abusive relationships. So which attachment style best describes where you are right now? Let's take a closer look so you can tell. My thanks to helpguide.org for their helpful breakdowns of these attachment styles. It's worth noting that you may display behaviors from more than one attachment style. This is normal, but try and find the one that best describes you, and please be honest with yourself. If you are securely attached, you appreciate your own self-worth and you're able to be yourself in an intimate relationship. You're comfortable expressing your feelings, hopes, and needs. You find satisfaction in being with others, openly seek support and comfort from your partner, but don't get overly anxious when the two of you are apart. You're similarly happy for your partner to rely on you for support. You're able to maintain your emotional balance and seek healthy ways to manage conflict in a close relationship. When faced with disappointment, setbacks, and misfortune in your relationships, as well as other parts of your life, you're resilient enough to bounce back. If you are anxiously attached, you want to be in a relationship and crave feelings of closeness and intimacy with a significant other, but you struggle to feel that you can trust or fully rely on your partner. Being in an intimate relationship tends to take over your life and you become overly fixated on the other person. You may find it difficult to observe boundaries, viewing space between you as a threat, something that can provoke panic, anger, or fear that your partner no longer wants you. A lot of your sense of self-worth rests on how you feel you're being treated in the relationship, and you tend to overreact to any perceived threats to the relationship. You feel anxious or jealous when away from your partner and may use guilt, controlling behavior, and other manipulative tactics to keep them close. You need constant reassurance and lots of attention from your partner. Others may criticize you for being too needy or clingy, and you may struggle to maintain close relationships. If you are avoidant attached, you are an independent person, content to care for yourself, and don't feel you need others. The more someone tries to get close to you, or the needier a partner becomes, the more you tend to withdraw. You're uncomfortable with your own emotions, and partners often accuse you of being distant and closed off, rigid and intolerant. In return, you accuse them of being too needy. You're prone to minimize or disregard your partner's feelings, keep secrets from them, engage in affairs, and even end relationships in order to regain your sense of freedom. You may prefer fleeting, casual relationships to long-term intimate ones, or you seek out partners who are equally independent, ones who will keep their distance emotionally. While you may think you don't need close relationships or intimacy, the truth is, we all do. Humans are hardwired for connection and emotion deep down. Even someone with an avoidant, dismissive attachment style wants a close and meaningful relationship. If only they could overcome their deep-seated fears of intimacy. If you are disorganized attached, you probably find intimate relationships confusing and unsettling, often swinging between emotional extremes of love and hate for a partner. You may be insensitive towards your partner, selfish, controlling, and untrusting, which can lead to explosive or even abusive behavior. And you can be just as hard on yourself as you are on others. You may exhibit antisocial or negative behavior patterns, abuse alcohol or drugs, or prone to aggression or violence. Others may despair at your refusal to take responsibility for your actions. And while you crave the security and safety of a meaningful, intimate relationship, you also feel unworthy of love and terrified of getting hurt again. Your childhood may have been shaped by abuse, neglect, or trauma. So which are you? Secure, anxious, avoidant, or disorganized? If your attachment style is secure, count your blessings. You're in the minority and it'll take effort to stay in that good place. If you are one of the 3 insecure styles, you're in good company with a lot of other people. You can grow to experience and enjoy secure attachment. A good therapist and a good program can help. Here at Mended Light, we're invested in helping you heal yourself so that your light can shine to the world, so that you can be the happiest, best version of you. Now, I want to hear from you down below in the comments. What attachment style are you currently? Without getting too personal, this is a public forum after all, how did you get here? Or if you have questions for us about attachment theory and your relationships, let us know in the comments below and we'll gladly address them. If you enjoy what we're doing here, please hit the subscribe button and the bell so that you get our new videos. I'm Jonathan Decker, licensed therapist, and I'll see you next time.